Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to another video, and today I will be doing a review of the JJRC H98, and now this was sent to me from GearBest.com, and I believe I got it as a kind of early production review model because, as you can see here, it came in this JJRC H5C box, which is really weird. It didn't really fit in there too well. It just kind of showed up in that, so if you saw my unboxing, I was really confused when I took that out, but I don't know, I'm pretty sure it'll come in a different box now, but that's just what that happened. And now this is a pretty cheap camera quad, and now as you can see the camera is underneath here, so pretty small camera. Let's see if it'll focus. There we go. And now this quad is about a similar size to the Atop YD 829 SkyDreamer Plus. Kind of that micro mini size. It's not quite a mini, but definitely bigger than a micro. And now this one comes in pretty cheap at about $28. Comes with a USB charging cable here, very standard with the standard micro low-Z plug, so very, very common. Comes with a bag. Now it actually had two spare legs, but I actually lost one because they just plug in and they are very, very loose. And I actually had two of them fall out in flight when I was like 200 feet up. So I found one, but didn't find the others. So I actually just when I put them in next time, I just added a drop of hot glue, so they're not coming out. They're like pretty much, they don't add anything to the weight. And then you have a ton of extra screws here. I'm not really sure what for because I've used the other ones for the stuff that came on it. I guess extra ones. That's pretty nice though. And then it also comes with a little black screwdriver. I have lots of these screwdrivers. And an instruction manual, which, you know, isn't too bad, but I wouldn't really use it much at all. There's not really too much you need to know. It comes with a USB card converter or a card reader here, as you can see. Like that. It's green. That's pretty cool. It matches the rest of the quad. And then it also comes with a micro SD card. And it comes with a 2 GB card, as you can see there. So, you know, at the low quality that this is recording, that should be plenty of storage. And then the remote that it also comes with is pretty similar to what the JJRC X1 remote is coming out. I bought the X1 about a month ago, and it just shipped the other day because I bought it on pre-order. But pretty similar transmitter, at least looking. I'm not sure about feeling because I don't have the other one yet. But the sticks are actually pretty nice. They have a good tension to them, and they're nice long sticks. So if you are a pincher, you can easily use it. You have your trims here, and I'm pretty sure one of the throttle trim. I'm pretty sure, yeah, throttle trim is how you change rates. Or yaw trim, I mean, not throttle trim. So I think if you press either direction, it goes from high to low. And then if you press up, it'll take a video, and you press down, it'll take a video, and both do it again to stop it. There's no pictures on it. So you really only have your yaw and roll pitch, or roll trim. I mean, pitch and roll trim, jeez. And then on your left bumper, I believe it is headless mode, or return to home, and then when you press that, it'll enter into return to home and try to come back to you, or at least whichever way it thinks. And then when you give input, it'll cancel it, and then you'll be in headless mode, so then press it again to go out. And now these two knobs up here are fake. And then you press this button over here to activate flip mode, so you press that and then give a direction, and it'll do a flip. Let's see, to recalibrate it, I'm pretty sure you put both sticks down to the left and both sticks down to the right, and that'll recalibrate it. One's headless and one's accelerometer, so just do both of those. Let's see, the battery, it has a battery door here. The camera, it just slides back, and the camera can also pull off. It just clips on there. And then there's a camera plug, as you can see there, and then the battery. Let's just take it out here. It's pretty tight in there. Not a very big fan of the battery door. The battery is a 3.7 volt 400 milliamp hour battery, so not too bad of a size battery for this size of a quad. And off the USB charging cable here, it takes about 45 minutes to charge, and flight times with everything on, as you see it here, the prop guards, the legs, and the camera, you get about 7 minutes of flight time. And with them all removed except for the legs, because I glued them on, you get about 9 minutes flight time, so that's pretty nice. Now it does have an on-off switch. If I plug it in here, get it there, there's a little on-off switch up over here right there. So if you turn that on, you'll get the LEDs. And then you have two oranges in the front, but they're not very visible at all, especially because once you move, they're in the bottom and it's a black body. So pretty bad LEDs, I'd say. Then green in the back. From right underneath, they're fine, but any other angle, they're not really anything. And then you have LEDs showing the status of the camera too, and that'll be solid if you had the SD card in. And now the camera here can also be angled up or down a little bit, so let's see if it'll focus. Okay, there we go. So now if I push it up, that's the maximum angle, so it has just a little bit of upwards angle, and I can also push it down there, and then it has quite a downwards angle, but I recommend using the highest upward angles you can get to get the best footage. Now this camera says it's 720p HD. I think it's 1 megapixel, I'm not sure, but this footage is pretty bad. It's probably some of the worst I've seen actually. The footage on this is not very good at all. And now it was a very bright sunny day when I used it to test for the footage. When I actually filmed it for the review here, but I don't know, it's just not very good. Probably about the quality of the Cheerson CX10C, so not great quality at all, really. The props on this thing, if you haven't noticed, they're really nice and green. I like that, but they're also huge for this size of quad. As you can see, there's hardly any clearance there. Now that makes this thing super floaty. Like I'll show in my outdoor flight review and my indoor flight review, when I don't have the accessories on, this thing hovers. Like, it literally hovers at the minimum throttle you can get, so that's crazy. Now, it does have a lot of punch, but not, like, crazy much, but this thing is meant to carry weight, really, so, at least relative to its size. So, I would say if you want to, just ditch the stock camera since it's not good at all, and, this thing would probably be perfect to put not a Mobius, I don't think it could carry Mobius, I doubt that, but an 808 keychain cam on here. This thing could probably be really nice for that. You'd still probably get around, you know, like 7-minute flights, and you could probably lift it easily, and that'd be really nice. Now the prop guards here, they do take one screw to go on, so not too bad, but not the easiest. And they do protect just a little bit, but not much since they're so close to the prop there. So not too much protection on the prop guards, so I wouldn't really recommend using them too much. Let's see, overall it flies pretty nice. It's got a really fast yaw and pretty deep pitch. Like I said, only 2 rates on the yaw trim there to change. But overall it's pretty nice. I think it looks pretty cool, and it's pretty quiet in the air since it has large, slow moving props. Pretty quiet. Let's see what else. Like I said, long flight times, just really, I like it pretty much. It's really, you really only want to fly in low rates because the yaw is so fast. But you have to be careful on the yaw if you don't want to make the camera so blurry, or at least, you know, jerking around. But I would say, probably if you want to get this one, I would just get rid of the stock camera and use an 808 keychain cam. That'd probably be your best bet. So there we go. That was my review of the JJRC H98. So now let's go check out an indoor flight I did with all the accessories on, and then an outdoor flight, and then there'll be some camera footage right after that. So let's go check it out. Okay, here we are for the indoor flight of the JJRC H98. As you can see here, I have it fully loaded up with the landing gear, camera, and prop guards on, and the box, the H5C box, they sent it in for some reason. So I have it bound up to the stock remote here, and I'll just take it back. I'm going to set it down on the floor here so I can recalibrate headless. And the accelerometer, both sticks down left and both sticks down right. So here we go. I'm going to start off with, this thing has huge props on it for its size. Let me try and trim it here. Okay, there we go. It's pretty stable. It doesn't want to hover exactly perfect, but there's hands off. So as you can see, it does pretty well there. Here's full throttle punches. It doesn't have a ton of punch. I mean, it does, but it's not, this is a weight carrying one, I'd say. Because if you have the guards and camera off, you could probably easily strap an 808 keychain cam to it. And now here's a low rates funnel, so as you can see, even in low rate, that's a really nice funnel there. Because this is the low rates yaw that it has, so really fast yaw for low rates. And then this is the pitch that it has, which is also pretty decent. You can see there. Whoop. And then let's kick it up into high rates, and you do that by using the yaw trim button. So then here is the high rates yaw, so it has one of those really fast spinny yaws, and it takes a little bit to get going up to it because it's geared props. So you can see it has one of the really fast top spinning yaws, as you can see there. pretty cool. Not really too good to fly with because it just kind of spins out, but you can do it a little bit. And then here is the pitch, so you can see pretty deep, snappy pitch and high, so this thing can definitely get moving. I recalibrated headless at the beginning of the flight, so let's try that. Okay, so it automatically goes into return to home, but it does beep while you're doing it, so... Whoa, whoa. Yeah, it's all off. I'm gonna go back to low rates because high is too much for indoors. Let's do some flips, and you just click the right shoulder button there. Oh, I got it stuck on the couch here. I was looking at the transmitter. So you click the button and then give an input, and it'll do a flip in that direction. You should see pretty nice flips. See, pretty nice. They take a little bit of recovery, but without the extra stuff on, they're even quicker. But still, even with that, they're very nice flips. Very snappy. So I think that was good enough for the indoor flight, so let's land it here. Ooh, one landing leg was off the table. But there we go, that was my indoor flight of the JJRC H98. So now I'll take it outside, and I'll take the prop guards and camera off, and I believe I take the landing gear, I'll take the landing gear off too, so let's go check it out. Okay, here we are for the outdoor flight of the JJRC H98. As you can see, I removed the camera and prop guards, but I left the landing gear on since I glued them in. I don't want to take them out, obviously. I have it bound up to the stock controller and start off in low rates here. And now this thing is super floaty on a full battery. That's as low as throttle as I can get, and it's climbing. So it actually would probably be beneficial to fly with the prop guards and camera on all the time, just because you add more weight. Because this thing is too much power. The props on it are just so big, they like squeeze the maximum size on this thing. Like, it hovers at like 6% throttle, as you can see there. And that's full throttle there, so it's crazy amount of power. And I bet I could easily lift a 808 keychain cam. Maybe not a Mobius, but I don't know. Someone try it and let me know if you have it. So here is the yaw in low rates. So as you can see, even in low rates, this thing has a very fast yaw. It's higher than some quads high rates. And then here is low rates pitch. So you see pretty good pitch. So I wouldn't really recommend this one for a beginner because the yaw and pitch and low rates are pretty high. And now here is high rates high rates yaw. As you can see, it's kind of one of those crazy spinny tops that it's just really fast yaw. And now here is high rates pitch. So you can see quite a bit more pitch. So this thing can get moving pretty good. Let's bring it in close and hover up and get a good shot of it. You see it looks pretty cool in all green. I wish the props were a different color, but not too bad, but since green's my favorite color, obviously I like that. And the LEDs are green in the back, orange in the front. Not very visible, they're kind of in the arms, and it's all black, so not very good LEDs, but it was only a $28 quad. Now I'm just flying around in low rates here, and I think those landing legs looks pretty cool. Obviously you can take those out, but unless you glue them in, because they just have two pegs, they're gonna fall out in flight. I had several of them fall out during my first few flights. That's when I glued them. Then that's probably why they give you the two spares, because they know they fall out. So let's change it up to high rates here. Let's do a high rates funnel. Let's get it back closer in. So there is a high rates funnel, so as you can see, not too deep a pitch, but the yaw it just spins in place. So that's pretty cool. Let's take it over, do some speed runs. So there you go. As you can see, it's actually pretty fast because it has so much power. Once it pitches, you can just nail the throttle. You see, pretty fast. Let's get it right up in front of the camera. And it's really quiet. It makes a cool sound, and it gets pretty long flight time, so it's pretty efficient too. The camera is not very good, actually. It's very low quality. Actually, maybe about the same or lower than my Cheerson CX-10C camera, so the camera is pretty much, I don't know, it's pretty much really bad. And I'd recommend leaving the lens pointed all the way up. And there is some jello in it, so be aware of that. The props do create a little bit of jello. Let's try some flips here, and you just press the upper right shoulder button and then give a direction, and they'll flip in that direction. And it does very nice, fast, tight flips. And there's throttle before and after. So if you have the more weight on it, it'll help you maintain your height. Let's try some doubles. Well, very slow single. Let's get it back here. Nope, I didn't have enough height. Oh man, I wasn't high enough up for that, but it obviously can do double flips. Oh, and there's the one issue that I talked about, the battery door. As you can see, on like any crash, it flings open, and it's not gonna hurt anything because there's still straps on the battery, but that just annoys me. It's so flimsy and the plastic is so cheap that it falls open all the time. Let's see, let's try headless mode out. I recalibrated at the beginning of the flight, so let's see how it is. Nope, headless, forward is now to my right, so nope. Headless is completely off, as usual. Another pointless feature, but overall it flies pretty nice for $28. I think it's on GearBest. They sent it to me. And also check out my review coming out soon. It might have already come out, I don't know, depending on my scheduling, of the on RC Drone Arena. I wrote a review up for this. But as you can see, it's a pretty nice flyer. I would say maybe you could get this and just ditch the stock camera and put an 808 keychain cam on it, because, or maybe a Mobius. I don't know. I doubt a Mobius could lift. It could lift a Mobius, but it's got so much power. I'm sure it could lift an 808 keychain cam. So I think it'd be a good camera bird for that. Just don't even use the stock camera really. Maybe they'll come out with a version without it for even cheaper. I think that was good enough. So let's bring it in here. And there we go, that was my review of the JJRC H98, which was a little camera quad. Not too bad overall for the price of it. I think it's $28. Comes with a camera, not very good. Like I said, I'd just recommend maybe getting a keychain cam and sticking it on there. Then you'd actually probably get some pretty good footage. It gets decent range, has tons of power, nice long flight times, really fast rates. I'd say low rates is probably your best option though, because the high rates, y'all, is just too much. So there we go, that was my review. Please subscribe if you aren't already, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.